are coming from the IT background and those who are not coming from the IT background. So it's definitely a course where you will learn the fundamental concept of a business analysis. And definitely as you grow your fundamental, okay, with all the fundamental courses or with all the fundamental concept you will learn. So definitely you will improve or grow in your career as a business analyst. Okay. So what is it inside this particular course? Just a moment. Yes. So this course is basically for the people who really want to transition into their career, okay, from one domain to another domain, and those who really want to start as a fresher, just as a business analyst, and those people who are working in the different domain, means they are working in the IT domain, but yes, definitely they just want to switch into the same domain, but with a different position as a business analyst. So this course is basically for them. As we already mentioned it over here that our general course, okay, the course is equipped with the 30 plus hours and hours will be increased more. Okay. So 30 plus hours is the minimum hours over here. And once the course will proceed ahead, so definitely there might be more hours has been added into it. But yes, I mean 30 hours is the minimum hours, which has been can you please mute? So 30 hours is the minimum hour. Okay, definitely we are just going in this particular session and in this particular course. And along with that, side by side, we are just doing the case studies or the assignment. I just give it to you so that you are being able to get more into the business analyst and whatever the concept I will teach you. And definitely we implement that particular concept in that particular assignment as well. So definitely I'll help you in this. And one-on-one counseling for job support, definitely we will provide it to you. And duration, I already told you that it's 30 hours, minimum 30 hours it is, but might be take more than that. So 30 hours, be prepared for it. But I mean, this is the basic thing. So in this curriculum, so the curriculum we have for this, okay, this course is basically designed for those people who really want to clear the fundamental. As I said, I forgot the name of that particular person. So he is already working as a business analyst, but he really want to clear the concept of a business analyst. So I think he already landed on a good page, okay, where we are clearing all the concept of a business analyst. And along with that, this particular course is designed in this particular fashion so that along with that, you are being able to cover the certifications as well. So the basic certification, definitely we will cover it. And once the course will proceed ahead, you are eligible to do the certifications as well, which is mandatory, not a mandatory, but yes, definitely if you just do the certifications, so it's a good to you. So yes, in the first section, as you can see, so introduction to the world of business analysis. So I'm expecting that you guys are coming from the different domain, coming from the different world, you can say, in terms of professionalism, only for that. Okay, so yes, definitely we will dive into it. And in this particular section one, so I'll teach you about the business analyst, the brief introduction about it, and what is the reason behind that you should become a business analyst. What is the reason you have to join as a business analyst? So definitely we will cover in that particular section. And along with that, certification discussion. There are multiple certification going in the market, and nowadays people are expecting that if a fresher guy, okay, who is coming in the market, so definitely they want, because every organization is expecting something like that. That I mean, if a fresher guy is coming to us, so he should be or she should be clear mainly with the fundamentals, okay, and definitely, I mean, you once you enter in the organization, then you will know about that. I mean, how you have to work, how you have to sustain in the market, and what kind of work you have to do. So definitely we will cover those. But yes, I mean, along with this certification, if you're just going in an interview, it's a good chance for you. Okay, so we will cover that particular thing as well, and business analyst career graph as well, because some of the people are coming from the different domain. In that particular domain, in their domain, they didn't feel comfortable, or they didn't feel that, I mean, there are so much hierarchy is going on, okay, and they are not being able to go ahead in their career. They're stuck somewhere. So yes, definitely this is the path where you can grow your career, and definitely there are different positions. So once you are getting more experience, then definitely you're getting the that particular title or that particular career graph going inclined as well. Okay. And importance of domain. So multiple domains are there in the market, and some company are demanding for the different domain kind of in person, different domain business analyst. So basically, we didn't cover the domain over here. One thing I really want to clear you right now, because there are some people who is demanding that they just want the telecom domain experience, they just want the real estate domain kind of an experience. Somebody wants healthcare domain kind of an experience. So we didn't tell you about each and every domain experience, but yes, I'll definitely tell you what is the importance of a domain as a business analyst, so that definitely you can grow your career in the as a business analyst. Regarding that, regarding the domain, I'll teach you what are the basic thing is required. Okay. So this is about the section one, and in section two, as you can see, the core fundamental of business analysis. So where I'm just telling you what is business analysis. First of all, what is it? Because you are entering in your field of a business analyst, and until and unless you are not aware about it, so definitely there is no point to go in the market or just getting a job in the field of a business analyst. So I'll tell you what is business analysis and who is a business analyst. So there is a difference in between them. So definitely I'll just teach you regarding that. And what values you bring to the organization as a business analyst. Suppose somebody hire you as a business analyst, and what kind of expectation the organization is expecting it from you. Okay, so definitely I'll teach you what values you will bring to the organization as a business analyst, and what are your roles and responsibilities, why the business analyst is important for a company.
हाँ
Because
सही
please
में
mute
बोलने
yourself.
हाँ खाई ले थोड़ी देर में।
Can you please mute yourself? iPhone, Pragnesh, or Ajera, please mute yourself. Okay, I'm going ahead. So, types of in business analyst. As you are going in the market, there are multiple companies demanding for a business analyst. Okay, but the companies have the expectation and they really want a business analyst according to their need. Okay, so there are multiple kinds of business analysts are available in the market. So I'll teach you regarding that as well. And what are the skills required for a business analyst? Somebody already asked me a question regarding what are the prerequisites and all those things. So definitely we'll cover. And what apart from those prerequisites, what are the other things you need to develop as a business analyst? So definitely we will cover those as well. Okay, this is the thing. Um, so as I'm proceeding ahead, somebody not muted themselves, and he or she is disturbing the other people as well. So it's my humble request to them. Please mute yourself, please. So in section three, as you can see, approaches which bring changes as in business analyst. Okay, what kind of approach you need to adapt so that you will bring changes to the organization, and to cover those particular approaches. So there are predictive approach, adaptive approach, and what are the frameworks we are going to use in it, like waterfall or V model. These are the predictive framework, and there are more frameworks in the market according to the market need. So definitely we will cover kind of a framework and what the approaches are there in the market. So most of the company they are using nowadays Scrum. Okay, Scrum is nothing there is a framework. Okay, but definitely I'll teach you regarding that in the upcoming session. So that kind of a thing you will learn in section three. And in section four, so those people who are not coming from the IT background, okay, they are not aware about the software development life cycle. But doesn't mean if you're not coming from the IT background, doesn't mean that you are not getting a job as a business analyst. Because it's just like in the same thing, it's like in software development life cycle. It means whatever the phases are there in the software development life cycle, okay, I'll cover those. And overview of the SDLC, and there are few particular phases in it, so I'll cover those as well. With that, there is a waterfall model, incremental, spiral, Scrum, RAD, or prototyping. I'll cover each one of them. Okay, each one have the different criteria or different the things, the phases. Definitely, I'll cover those. And those people who are not coming from the IT background, don't think like that you are not been able to get a job as a BA, because it doesn't tough like that. I mean, you don't have to do the coding or the testing, something like that. So definitely you will get a job as a BA. But yes, you have to pay attention over there on each and every phase, because those people who are coming from the IT background, they are totally aware about it. What is the first phase, what is the last phase, and in between them, what they have to do. So they are aware about it. But doesn't mean they are aware about each and every thing, right? Like the waterfall, the incremental, or the other thing as well. So these are the thing. So this thing will cover in section 4. Till now, I just want to ask a couple of things with all of you. And is there any question? Is there any kind of questions coming in anyone mind? Because till section 4, it is the basic thing. Those people who are coming from the IT, non-IT, from different domain, fresher or experience, so it doesn't matter. These are the basic thing. Definitely you have to learn till section 4. Is there any question coming in anyone mind? I'm just opening this particular chat as well. No worries, Varika. There is no problem. Don't no problem. Any question from anyone so that I can tackle? Can I take this silence as a yes? Okay. Anyone? I really want this particular session to be interactive so that it will be better for me as well. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes. Anything? Is someone saying something? Okay, no worries. I'm just going ahead. So here, I mean, definitely this particular course is basically for the fundamental to clear your fundamental concept very, very clear. So when you are just entering as an BA in an industry, either you are just working as a functional BA or the technical BA or a techno-functional BA or the business system analyst, anything. As a business analyst, once you enter in an organization. So here is the story which will start from here. Okay. This is the first step you have to do. That is project initiation. Once you enter in an organization, definitely you have to work on a project. Those people who are getting a job as a fresher, definitely they are working under the shadow of the senior BA. But yes, definitely you have to work on a projects, or maybe service project, or maybe the initial of the projects, or maybe there is a huge project already available in the market. You have to work on it. It depends upon company to company. But yes, definitely you have to start from the beginning. Suppose if I'm just taking an example over here, I really want to drink water. What I have to do first? I have to fill the water bottle with water, and after that, I'll drink the water. So here is same. The project initiation is the first one. Is the first thing you have to do when you are just entering in the organization. And along with that, there are particular thing or particular cases you have to work on. Okay, when the project will start, definitely you have to understand what is the objective of doing that particular project. So I'll clear you, I'll guide you regarding this understanding of in business objective. What is it? To get that particular objective, to meet that particular objective, you need to create the business cases. And it's become very important for an BA to create the business cases. Until and unless you create the business cases, you are not clear with the objective of your business. So you should create your business cases first, then you are able to proceed ahead. So in that particular section, so I'll teach you, I mean, how to create the business cases, along with what is stakeholder and how to identify the project stakeholder, differentiate in between the stakeholder. There are multiple kinds of stakeholder are involved in the market. So we have to pick up those which are important for us and take the requirement from them, and definitely then we will proceed ahead. So what is stakeholder? How to identify the project stakeholder? Along with that, assigning stakeholder responsibilities. What kind of responsibility the stakeholder should play while giving the requirement to you as a business analyst. So that thing I'll cover for you. And along with that, in section 6, you can see the smart requirement basic and solution. So what is happening in this particular section? I'll teach you regarding this. So once you are getting the requirement from the project stakeholder or someone else, they just give you the requirement. You have to jot down the requirement, and whenever you are jotting down the requirement, so you have to use the technique called SMART. There is an acronym, okay, SMART, and each word is indicating for the different thing. But I'll cover that particular thing once this particular session will start. Okay, our fundamental course will start, and I'll teach you regarding that. But yes, definitely you have to write the requirement with the SMART technique. Okay, and tips for producing valid requirement. Suppose as a customer, consider me as a customer. You all are the business analyst. Okay, I'm giving n number of requirement to all of you, and you guys are not clear with the requirements. You are not clear with your business objective. So is it possible to all of you that you will reach at the destination or at the point where you really want to reach? No. Why? What is the reason behind that? Because you didn't get the valid requirement. Until and unless I'm not aware about it, what I have to do, what I have to make as a project. Suppose if I'm just taking an example, there is a company, my company name is ABC, and my company is making the mouse, the computer mouse. Until and unless I'm giving you the requirement, I'm just giving the n number of requirement that kind of a mouse we really needed, and this is the design and all those things. Until and unless you just focus on one particular thing, I mean, this is the design, this is the really thing we really need to. So didn't come on the particular solution. We didn't come up with the particular thing which we really want to reach. So that's why it's become very important for every BA that to get the valid requirement from the stakeholder. Okay. For that particular requirement, there are particular phases as well. Because during the requirement process, there are particular phases you have to correct in each and every phases. And along with that, I mean, with the phases, you have to write the business rule. Okay. What is business rule? I'll tell you, I'll teach you. But yes, business rule is just like I'm just giving an example over here so that you can connect with me. Suppose in our home, okay, my dad, he just make a rule that at this particular time, we have to done dinner together. Okay. And that particular rule is not being changed. It is similar or specific for everyone. Those who are living in our house, so we have to do dinner at that particular time. Suppose if any guests come in our house, okay, and they said, no, in our house, I mean, our guest says that, I mean, in our house, we eat the dinner at that particular different time. But no, we didn't change the business rule for them. This is our business rule. You are our guest. So we can adjust it, but doesn't change it properly. Either if we are just ready to do the dinner at 8:30, so we can change it up to 9, but not more than that. We can adjust it, but not change the business rule for those particular person. So it goes same like that. I mean, when we are just working on a project or when we are working on anything, so definitely we have to write the business rule and it should be specific so that we have to follow a path accordingly. And definitely whatever the things we are just doing around it, so it should be fine for us. Okay. Am I clear, anyone? Everyone?
Yes.
Great. Oh, there's a different chat that's going on. It's fine. No worries. But I really want, I mean, I'll definitely clear all your queries. And the Shabir is also there, okay, to clear all the queries. But the main thing is that I really want to be focused over here because these are the main and important thing. And whatever the question you are asking right now, so definitely we will answer all those questions. But yes, just be specific. I mean, just stick over here because until unless you are just clear about those particular section and what you will learn in this particular course, so there is a waste of time. Okay, so I really want to guys, I mean, to all of you that please focus over here. So third section, sorry, seventh section is for the requirement elicitation technique. In this, what is it? So you guys might be aware about it that in past, okay, so people are using the requirement gathering. they're using the requirement gathering technique. So it is same. Okay, elicitation or gathering, it's same. But yes, in modern era, we are using the elicitation technique, not the gathering one. Okay, so what is elicitation? I'll teach you the fundamental of requirement elicitation, and there are multiple techniques over there to get their requirement from the stakeholder. As you can see over here, the brainstorming, requirement workshop, interviewing, survey, documentation review, or analyzing interfaces, there these kind of a techniques has been used by an BA. But doesn't mean that if you are appointed as an BA, you have to implement all those techniques. It depend upon you, depend upon your stakeholders. Okay, what kind of technique you are using it to get the requirement from your stakeholders. Okay, so there are multiple techniques over here, and definitely I'll teach you about each and every technique. And we cover that particular requirement elicitation technique section as well. Along with that, analyzing of the requirements. So requirement analysis fundamental, I'll teach you. Along with that, there are business model as well. Okay, there are different models as well to analyze the requirement. Suppose I already gave you an example that somebody gave you the n number of requirement and you get the requirement from your stakeholder. You already done the brainstorming technique or the service technique or any technique. You get the requirement, but until and unless you analyze your requirement, okay, you are not being able to proceed ahead. So to to analyze the requirement, okay, there are multiple models over there. There are business model, technical model, BPMN is there, UML is there. There are different kind of models over there, and I'll teach you each and everything because those particular model are the different from each other, and there are some difference in between them. That's why they come up with the different name, and there are a few particular things under it. So I'll teach you regarding that as well. So these are the section 7 and section 8. Along with that, uh, yes. So requirement specification. So once you analyze the requirement, after that, you have to just be specific with the requirement. Okay. Here you can see that introduction of the requirement specification, that categorization of the requirement. Categorization is just like that. Suppose as a customer, as a stakeholder, I'm just giving you a number of requirement and you are just jotting down on the same page. Okay, you are not being able to categorize the requirement. So you get somewhere when once your project will start, you stuck somewhere. Oh, that kind of it's a functional requirement, I think so. That person is say, how can you say that it's a function requirement? I think it's a technical requirement. So it became very important for you to categorize the requirement. Requirement are of many types, either it is functional, non-functional, technical. Okay, there are different kind of requirement. You have to categorize the requirement in proper manner so that everybody will be on the same page and you are just going on the same journey. Okay. So categorizing requirement, deriving requirement, assigning requirement attributes. There are a few particular attribute has been used. Okay. While the requirement specification is there. So yes, we have to work on it. And along with that, as I already said you that that prioritizing requirement has become very important for you. Suppose I give you 10 requirement and you categorize the requirement like the functional, technical, or technical functional, or you can say the other one. Okay, so you categorize the requirement in three different sections. So in one section there is three requirement, in another section there is four requirement, and in another section there is three requirement. Okay, but in those particular section there are three requirement. Okay, for each and every section. So which requirement is picking first? It become very important for you guys to work as an BA, because until and unless you prioritize your requirement according to the goal of your whatever the goal you have, okay, whatever the objective you have, you are not being able to prioritize the requirement. It means you are not a good BA, because it becomes very important and you should know as an BA that this is the first requirement I have to work on, and once it will be complete, I'll pick the second one. But you have to choose the requirement first among them. Okay. And prioritize the requirement. After prioritizing requirement, that you have to validate the requirement. Suppose you are working as an BA and you prioritize the requirement. You said there are three section A, B, C, and in section A, 1, 2, 3 is the requirement, and in section B there is 1, 2, 3, or in section C there is 1, 2, 3. So that kind of a requirement you have. You pick requirement one from section B, and you're saying, oh, team, just start working on it. But as a project manager or product owner, if your product owner say, oh, no, I mean, the requirement which you pick is not the priority. The other requirement from section A, there is a requirement C. Okay, so this is our first priority. So you have to do it first. Until and unless your product manager will validating your requirement, so you are not being able to proceed ahead. So definitely you have to prioritize the requirement. And once you are just giving the authority by your manager or the product owner or by the senior BA according to your job designation, so you will proceed accordingly. So it's become very important for you to validate the requirement as well. So that particular thing we will cover in section 9. And in section 10, approval of the requirement on the project completion. Suppose here, I'm just giving an example. Okay. Why I said this, but that this particular section, according whatever the work you are just doing it in an organization, I align those section accordingly. This particular section will not come up here, and this particular section will not come up here, because there are particular there is a particular path as in BA, you have to adapt it. So definitely we are just going ahead and just doing in the same manner. And in this particular thing, approval of the requirement of the project completion. So once you are just sending the requirement to the senior one, the technical architect. First of all, I mean, there is a technical person as well along with the product. Okay, so there is a technical person. Once you are just giving the requirement to the technical architect, and until unless he approved it, you are not being able to proceed. If some junior developer is saying to you, oh, I think this is the priority requirement, and technical architect is saying, not giving you the approval, you are not being able to proceed ahead. So it becomes very important for you to get the requirement approval from the senior one or who is senior to you. Okay. So depending, as I said, I mean, it's totally depend upon your designation. So once it will get approved, definitely you are just going ahead. Okay. By gaining the business approval or the technical approval. So these are the different terminology over here. There is a business approval is just from the product side. Okay. Or the people who are coming from the management side. Or technical approval, those person who are coming from the technical background. Okay, the technical architect and that particular person giving you the approval so that you will proceed ahead. Gaining sponsor or committee approval as well. So these are the internal person who are working with you, but there are some other person who is giving you the approval as well. The sponsor, the committee approval, sponsor are those person who is providing the money to start our project. Sponsor are those person. They invest in you, and definitely then you will proceed. So by getting the approval from them as well, it's become very important for you as a business to get the approval from them as well. And project review. So once you're just getting the approval from all of them, okay, and the work is going on, but you didn't review the project. So whatever the work has been done and you didn't review it. So how do you know that, I mean, we are just going in a right direction? It became very important for you to review your project, first of all. And when your project will be completed, okay, then you have to provide the sign off and all those things. Sign off, we will take it later, because I mean, it will come in the later picture. But yes, I mean, it's become very important for you. Once the project, once your project has been completed, so definitely you have to change the status accordingly. And there are a few particular documentation you have to send it to the management team. And once they approve it, then after that, then you will proceed ahead. Okay. So this is the section 10, and now we are just coming on the section 11, which become very, very important for BA. Okay, why it's become very, very important for NBA? Because these are the things which you are doing on a daily basis. Okay, because along with the requirement, when you're just getting the requirement from the stakeholder, it's become very important for you to what kind of documentation you have to prepare. Okay, some of the person they are aware about the BRD, FRD, SAD, FSD. These are the things. I mean, these are the documentation you have to maintain it when you are working as a business analyst. And along with that, I mean, this will become the Bible for the technical team or the dev team, you can say. Whatever you just jotted down in the BRD, okay, because it depend upon the there are particular document as well, because there are some companies maintaining the PRD as well. Okay, BRD is the different one, PRD is the different one, and there is an FRD as well. So it's depend upon company to company. Okay. So yes, whatever you have just written it down in the BRD, it's became the Bible for the dev team, for the developer, because the developer will always refer the BRD, okay, while they are working on the project. When they're stuck somewhere, definitely they go ahead and check the BRD once again. What kind of functionality we really want to develop for that particular thing? BRD becomes the Bible for every developer. Okay, that's why it became very important document for the BA as well. Whatever the requirement or whatever the functionality you just wrote it down or jotted down in the BRD, okay, it's become very important. So yes, I'll cover those particular as well. The BRD, the FRD, the SAD, FSD, all kind of a thing. Tips for success on your reference conference call or including a meeting agenda. So these are the important, you can say tips. Okay, whenever you're just doing the meeting, whenever you are interacting with the senior one, and what happened if the meeting ended and you have to come with the MOM. Okay, so these are the things definitely we will cover in this particular area and in this particular section, under this particular section as well. So yes, this is about the section 11, and for the section 12, Jira Mastery as a business analyst. It become very important because section 11 and section 2 is very important. Why? I'm telling you. First of all, when you jot down the requirement in the BRD and when you are just writing all the functionalities of yours, of your product in the BRD, okay, you have to maintain the separate things in the Jira. Jira is just like a product management tool. Okay, it's a project management tool which is tracking whatever the process, whatever the work you are just doing it. So for that particular thing, okay, in the Jira we are just maintaining each and everything. Okay, whatever the story, whatever the epic is there. Okay, because there is a minor difference between the user story and the epic or the feature you can say, but there is a difference in between those. Okay, I'll cover that particular difference. Okay, and I'll teach you that what is epic and what is user story and what is the feature you have developed. So this kind of thing we definitely will cover in this. And once your sprint will start and how you can close your sprint or what is the definition of done. Suppose I mean if the developer is saying, okay, whatever the work you already gave to us, so we are already done with that. Okay. And they said, I mean, we done with the things what you already assigned it to us. The developer said to me, okay, as in suppose I'm considering myself as a BA, and developer said that I mean it's fine. I mean, whatever you assigned to us, so we are already done. So how can I say that it has been done? It's because when the team will achieve the DOR or DOD. DOR, I didn't mention it over here. That is definition of ready and definition of done. When it's achieved, then you can say, oh, yes, it's fine now. So I'll teach you regarding that and sign off as I already told you. So because I mean it happened during the project as well, in between the project as well. Some suppose if you already gave some of the requirement to the dev team. Either you were just giving the 10 requirements to dev team. And meanwhile, your stakeholder will come to you and say, this kind of change we really need to do. Suppose I'm just giving an example. Okay, nowadays AI is in the market, and everybody is shifting to the AI. And you are just doing the project, and in between them, so your stakeholder will come to you and say, that particular functionality, it's fine, and I really want that particular functionality. Okay, should be automated or should be AI has to be involved with over here. So definitely we have to do the change in between the project is going on. And for that, we have to take the sign off as well. So I'll cover those particular things as well in section 12. Along with that, there are a few particular sections. So it's just like in small sections, but yes, definitely it become very important for you as well to working in the business analyst, to working as a business analyst as well. So software testing life cycle, what is it? So what is the point to mention it over here? Why we just need to do the test and all those things? Because I didn't introduce with everyone. Might be there is a chance. I mean, there are QA, okay, is available in between us. So what is happening? Why it is very important for an BA? Because QA is doing their work, it's fine. But in some of the company, you have to act as an end user. For that particular thing, you have to do the UAT as well. There are many company. I'm not saying about the service company only. There are so many product company in the market in which the BA is doing the UAT, and the testing will pass once you give the sign off to the QA, to the tester, that yes, I mean, I'm just suppose I'm considering myself as a BA, and I'm saying that UAT has been done by me, and I'm just giving the sign off to the other people. It means if there is any glitch or any problem, so the management will ask question to you, not to a QA, because you are the end person over here who is giving the authority, who is giving the right to the management that you are done with the UAT and everything is going well. So there is no problem, no glitch in between. So definitely you can proceed ahead. And if there is fault, if they find any fault, the management find any fault in between them, so definitely they will ask question to you. Okay, that's why it became very important as a software testing lifecycle. I'll teach you how to do the UAT as well, so that a little bit of testing part you will know. Okay, because testing is different kind of a thing. Okay, now if I'm just categorizing testing, so first is in manual testing, second is in the automation. Okay, so in the manual testing, there are few particular things there, like the black box, white box regression that are coming. The unit testing is also there. So that kind of a testing will come under the manual side. If I'm just talking about the automation, so there are few particular tools which they are using nowadays, tester is using nowadays, like the HP, load runner, Selenium, that kind of a tool they are using nowadays. But yes, I mean, this is the automated process. But you don't have to work as in QA over here because you are the business analyst. The QA, the tester will give you the test cases and you will just doing the UAT on a high level. That's it. That's why I just introduced over here and I just mentioned it in section 13 as well. So I'll teach you how to do the UAT as an BA. So it became very important for us. And along with that, I mean, if you're just doing the UAT, so these are the things, use case analysis and with the API integration. I'm not aware about all of you because might be if some person who is coming from the development background, he must be aware about the API integration. So what is API? I'll teach you. Okay, because it doesn't mean if you're working as a business analyst, you are not aware about the technical terms or the technical terminology. It become very important for you to know about it or to get a knowledge on it. Okay, what is going on a project until unless you are not aware about it. Okay, the developer is saying that, oh, that kind of a functionality we are just doing by this particular thing, and you said, oh, it's fine, there is no problem because I'm not aware about that particular terminology or I'm not aware about that particular thing, IT thing. So it's become very important for you to know about the API integration. And API integration is just like that. I'm not deep diving into it. I'm not saying that you have to do the code and all those things. Okay, that is not a job of an BA to write the code and all those things. But yes, it gives you an advantage to you once you're just going in a market and you have knowledge about the API integration. And if somebody asks you a question on that, because as an BA, nobody will ask you question. Mainly, what you have to do in the API integration, you have to be specific and all those things. That kind of expectation, the interview is not expecting it from you. But yes, if you're just giving them the idea that you have knowledge about the API integration, you are aware about what is in it. Okay, what is API and how it will work. So definitely it will give you an extra advantage to you during your interview. So that's why I just mentioned it over here so that you will learn about it. And in section 14, business analyst tool for BA, along with the Jira. Jira is the one who is in project management tool, but these are the business analysis tool. When you're just giving the stories to the developer, okay, it's become very important for you that you have to give the frameworks, the wireframe, okay, or the mockup as well. So with the Lucidchart or Draw.io, I'll cover the wireframe and all those things. And Figma, I just introduced over here. And in Figma, I'm not deep diving into it because if I'm considering this, but particularly this, okay, it's just like that. I mean, I have to create a course for this, only for this particular one, Figma, because the UI UX designer they are using this particular tool, Figma. Why I just mention it over here? Nowadays, okay, most of the companies are demanding Figma. Okay, they just want the mockup has been created with the Figma, and you have to be aware about it. So that's why I just introduced over here. And when you are just going in the market, And if you're saying that, I mean, yes, I have a knowledge about the Figma as well. So the interviewer will know that, I mean, if you have a knowledge about the Figma, so definitely you can easily deal up with the UI UX designer as well. So UI designer is a different word, but yes, definitely UX designer. I mean, if you have a knowledge about the Figma, definitely you can tackle with the
Yes.
UX developer. Yeah. Okay. So that is section 14. And along with that, business analyst profile enhancer. So what is it? Why I just introduced over here? And because these are the small section, but yes, I mean, these are the important one as well. Because suppose if you're just going in a market and LinkedIn, I hope everybody is aware about the LinkedIn, correct? Any response or I'm talking with myself? Anyone, please.
Yeah,
Are you
I do.
guys aware about the LinkedIn?
Yeah,
Yes.
LinkedIn. Yeah,
So
I do.
yeah. So it's a basically it's a professional platform where we are just getting the connection or we are just getting the network. Okay, we are expanding our network. Okay. So I mean it's really helpful for us to get the job or to get the opportunities as well. Okay. So to optimize LinkedIn, it's become very important for you. That's why you are getting the job opportunity. Okay. That's why you're getting more job opportunity. If I just create a profile over the LinkedIn, until and unless my profile is attractive, or if the recruiter are not been able to see my LinkedIn profile, so how they can reach to me? Okay, so for that I'll teach you LinkedIn SEO optimization. And as I said to you over here, I mean, if I'm just getting deep dive into this particular thing, so I'll just make a course on it. And if I just make a course on this particular as well, because it isn't part of a digital marketing nowadays, you can say. So SEO is using in it. Okay. And yes, I have to create a course, but yes, definitely I'll teach you regarding this so that you will getting the more job opportunities. Okay. Once you are just going in a market. So once your profile has been SEO optimized, and a recruiter will find you easily. So that's why I just mentioned it over here. And application environment is there as well. So what is happening? I mean, there are multiple kind of an application requirement. So once you are entered in a company and you have to do the test cases. Okay, why I just written it over here? There is an application environment and you have to do the UAT. Suppose you are doing the UAT on a stage. There are multiple environment. Okay, suppose you are doing the UAT first of all on the dev environment. First, you have to do the UAT on a dev environment, and after that, you have to do the UAT on the stage environment. Then you have to do the UAT on a prod environment, production environment. Production environment is the last environment. Once you're getting the giving the sign off to the management that yes, I already did the UAT on the prod environment and everything is working well. So yes, after that, the project has been released. Okay, that's why application environment has become very, very important. Okay, SEO optimization, I told you that it become very important. And AI feature tools for the BA. Now everybody is indulging with the AI functionality or AI features. Okay, every company is transitioning into the AI feature. They are just introduce AI feature in their whatever the product they have in the market right now. Okay, they really want to introduce the AI feature in it. And what tools is required so that your work will get easy. Okay, while you're just getting the requirement, your work will get easy and it will definitely help you to give the presentation. Okay, and just creating the presentation in a few quick moments so that I mean you are able to give the presentation to your clients. So that's why I mean I introduced it over here, AI feature tools for the BA. And bonus tip for the business analyst, as I told you that I mean this particular course, once you are done with this particular course, you guys are eligible to go for the ECBS certification. That is from the IIBA. Okay, it's become the entry level certification, you can say, for the business analyst. Suppose if I'm considering it over here, there are 18 or 20 consultant over here or the participants over here. You all are going in a market and you are saying that I mean okay, we already done that particular course and you all definitely I mean if I'm teaching you to all of you, so definitely you have getting all the knowledge. But suppose there are two students who, apart from this, they really want to go for the ECB as well, to go for the certification as well. So I mean, when you're just going in a market with the fundamental concept, your all the fundamental concept are very, very clear. Okay, you are clear on your fundamental part. Along with that, you have a certification. So the company or the organization will definitely give you an advantage. They will pick you first. And there are a few particular certification as well along with that, because I mean this is not the only certification over here. There are CSM, PSM, and LinkedIn Jira certification. Okay, once you are just done with the Jira mastery, that particular section, okay, you are eligible. I mean, once you complete that particular section, so you are eligible to do Jira certification course over the LinkedIn as well. Okay, so it become very important for you to get this certification. And once you are done with this particular fundamental, and you, as I told you that, I mean, along with that particular course, you will eligible to get this ECBS certification as well. And once you have both in your hand, definitely you are eligible to get a job very easily in the market. Okay, and suppose those who are coming from a different background and they just got the job as an BA. Okay, and how you can improve whatever the work you are just doing in the organization. Okay, how you can improve your work in the organization or the company. So definitely, I'll just give you the tips and tricks, okay, to do well in your job. So that kind of a thing. So it's just about the 15th section we are covering it. Okay, these are the important one, and these are the bonus tip. I'm just giving it to you by my side, and these are the sections we will cover in this particular course. Okay, and what are the other things we will provide it to you? So helping hand and resources like the resume building and job application tips, assignment I will provide it to you along with the mock interviews over there. Okay. PTA is the academy who is providing the job. Okay. Multiple kind of a job they have on their portal and they will provide it to you. And along with that, interview tips and questions. So there are so many questions will asked by the interviewer. Okay. So definitely we will provide it to you, that particular thing as well. Email and phone support. Definitely the PTA will provide it to you. Is there any question from anyone point? Please ask it to me.
Hi, could you share the slide with us so that we can go through it
Sure,
after the
sure. No
session?
worries, no worries, no worries.
All right.
You will
And
get this thing.
how much is the fees for this entire course and when is
I'm
it?
I'm I'm coming. I'm coming on that particular part.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question from anyone?
So, with regards
I
to placements, will we be getting any referrals as well?
Reference, yes. I mean, PTA have the multiple people in the different companies as well. Okay, they will provide you the job application and all those things. Okay, and they will refer you as well in the different companies. But yes, I mean, job support definitely will provide by the PTA. But first of all, I really want that. I mean, if you guys are must be good mainly with your fundamentals, because the main thing is that suppose if you just I'm just telling you, okay, suppose you are going with this particular course and you are not clear with your fundamental, and after that you are saying, oh, I already done the course from PTA, but I'm not even able to get the job. Why? Because your fundamental is not clear. That's why I just mentioned it over here. It's basically this course is basically to clear your fundamental concepts. After that, I can guarantee you, okay, I'll just try to, I mean, while I'm just giving you this particular section, I'm telling you about this particular section or teaching you, okay, I'll teach you about Scrum as Scrum thing as well. Don't worry about this particular thing because Scrum is going on nowadays. And once I'll clear about the fundamental and the Scrum part, after that, there is no need to join any course and all those things. You definitely get a job as a PA.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Any question from anyone?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah. So actually, I'm confused about the difference between BA and DA, data analyst and
The difference between?
data analyst and business.
Oh, got it. Got your point, ma'am. So I'm telling you, okay, what is the difference in between? Because I'm just coming to your question. Before that, I just want to clear with all of you first of the thing. Business analyst is the role, business analyst is the one, and business analysis is the different one. Okay. What is the difference in between business analyst and business analysis? Okay, I'm telling you. What is happening when you are just entering in an industry or in an organization as a business analyst? Most of the time, you have to work on the functional side. Okay, there is no need to, I mean, to be technical or to be just like in the, the data-oriented person, you don't need to, as in business analyst. But as in business analysis, you have to cover, okay, little bit part of an data analyst as well. Okay, like the SQL, you have to cover it. SQL is the mandatory thing for each and everyone. Either you are working as a data analyst or the business analyst. Okay, but that comes to the technical part. Okay, I'm considering all of you over here that you don't have a knowledge about any technical thing. And it doesn't mean if you are not aware about the SQL, you didn't get the job as a BA. There are so many people, there are so many people in the market who are not aware about the SQL, who are not aware about the Excel, but yes, they are doing a job as a business analyst in the market and in a very good productive company or a product company. It doesn't mean you have to be technical to get a job as a business analyst. Now I'm coming to your question, ma'am. So you said, what is the difference in between the data analyst and the function analyst? Sorry, business analyst. So business analyst is one person, okay, basically who interact with the stakeholder to get the things done on the functional part. Okay. But data analyst is a person who didn't interact with the stakeholder. It means he didn't interact with the stakeholder, but he interact with the superior person or the higher authority person to showcase their whatever the work has been done by their side by giving the data visualization tool. Okay, by using the data visualization tool and present the data. Suppose I'm just giving a bill, just a simple example. Okay, as a BA, I'm considering myself as a BA right now. So what is the major role of mine? What is the responsibilities of mine? I have to get the requirement from the stakeholder, and how that particular requirement has been done. I have to analyze, okay, and just give it to the dev team. And once they complete all the requirements, they just give it to me. I just give it to the client. That's it. That isn't work of a business analyst. But data analyst, he just analyze what is the pattern. Suppose this time in April, this is the flow of that particular product. 10 people are purchasing that particular product. But suppose if we introduce AI in it, and after 2 months, there are 50 or 100 people, they will purchase our product. So data analyst is a person who showcase their work in the presence of data and just showing it to the client. Okay, that kind of a difference in between. Is it clear, ma'am?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, in my project,
Mhm.
our process is getting automated. Automation
Okay.
is being there.
Uh-huh.
So,
Uh-huh.
and the team which is interacting with us is the BA team,
Mhm.
because they are asking for the requirement and through Gen AI,
Uh-huh.
they are doing that automation work. So,
Mhm.
this is
Ma'am,
interacting with.
yes, I got your question. So what is happening nowadays? Okay, nowadays you already observe that. The market is changing drastically. Okay, so what the client is demanding from a person? Okay, they really don't want to invest with a different person. They really want a person who will work as a business data analyst. Okay, so whatever the requirement they're just coming it from the client side, he can tackle that particular thing as well. And along with that, okay, they showcase their work, okay, with the data. So they will interact, okay, they will fulfill the responsibilities of a data come BA. Okay, as you said that AI is coming in. Your client is saying that AI has been introduced, so you will have to implement it. Yes, definitely, because what they want, okay, with the help of an AI, they just want to track the about the data. Okay, they just want that. In future, that kind of a sales or that kind of a number, we will definitely achieve it. So that particular work has been done by the data analyst. Okay, business analyst just bridging the gap in between the client and they saying, oh, suppose if you're just using that particular AI thing, that particular AI, it will not work. But if you're using that particular, the few newer version of the AI, it will definitely work while you're just implementing in your project. So that kind of work has been done by the BA. So nowadays, the company is demanding business data analyst. Okay, but that is a different role. If you are just going in the business data analyst, so you have to learn about the statistics. You have to be good in the data visualization tool, that is Tableau or Power BI. Definitely, it's become the bread and butter for you. And in Excel. Okay. Along with that, you have to learn one of the programming language as well, like the Python or any R or machine learning languages or anyone. Okay. Any one of them. And along with that, I mean, you have to learn the SQL as well. So it become very important for you. Okay. If you don't have a knowledge about it, if you are not aware about those particular things, if you are not being able to understand those things, definitely you are not getting a job as a data analyst. But but in BA, the beautifulness of an BA is that suppose if you are not a technical person, if you are going in an interview and giving your interview and you are saying that you are not a technical person, I just apply for the functional business analyst role. In that particular thing, you no need to learn the R, the Python, any programming language, or if you haven't just a knowledge about the Excel, it will be really fine for you. And just a small knowledge about the SQL, then it will be really fine. But if you don't have a knowledge about the SQL as well, definitely you will get a job as well. There is no problem in it. Am I clear?
Yeah. Means
Hello.
Yeah.
this field is
Uh,
easier than data analyst, right?
Aaron? Yes. That particular position is for the business data analyst because they just want and to fulfill the responsibilities of an BA come data analyst.
Suppose if you want to get some domain knowledge, so how you can get, sir? Means actually finance domain or banking domain. Suppose if I want to get the knowledge, so is that you cover or any external resource I have to means choose what?
No, actually, to be very frank, okay, I'm really very sorry for that. I'll just
Okay.
give you an knowledge about the domain, but I'm not deep diving into it because if I'm just covering only domain knowledge, okay, I will not be covered. I'm not been able to cover those particular section as well because for that, for the particular domain, if you're searching in a market, okay, the other institute or the other brand, okay, they're just giving you training only for that particular domain and they're just charging you so much high because there are multiple domains going on in the market. Healthcare industry, they just want an BA who is coming from the healthcare background or who has a knowledge about the healthcare domain. Okay.
Yeah, but
And
domain issue,
BFSI,
yes, sir. But actually, in business analyst role, domain issue is means I think it's depend, na?
first
Huh?
of all, I just want to ask one thing to you. Okay. Are you working experience? I mean, do you have any working experience, first of all?
Yeah, actually, I'm a front-end engineer, front-end developer. Now I want to create entire my career into the business analyst role. So
Business
yeah,
analyst. Great. Okay.
yeah,
So the main thing is that, okay, it
mm,
isn't important for you, first of all. If I'm saying
okay,
that, I mean, if you're just transitioning into this particular role as an BA,
okay, okay,
okay,
okay,
so
okay,
there is no need to get in domain knowledge
okay.
because in
Mm.
past you already have in working experience as a developer.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay. If you
Yeah,
are applying for a functional BA,
okay.
okay, first of all, you already have an development experience. Okay. So
Yeah,
there is no need to apply for the functional BA. You just go for the techno function because you are aware about the SQL.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right.
You,
Yes.
you are aware about the front end technologies as well. As I
Yeah,
told you that, I mean, I think you are aware about the Figma as well, right?
yeah. I'm
Uh-huh.
a Angular developer, actually front-end developer in that time.
Got it. Angular, I mean, JavaScript kind of a
Yeah,
library. So
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I am aware about it. And
Okay,
yes, so that kind of a thing. Okay, you have to go for the techno functional role. You don't have to apply for the functional only.
okay,
Okay, and
okay,
there is no need because in past you already have a working experience as a developer. So the company don't need that. I mean, domain kind of an experience is mandatory for you.
okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and what in I really don't know in which industry you work till now. Okay, but you're working as a developer. So may I know in which domain you're working currently?
E-commerce domain.
E-commerce domain. So
Yeah,
definitely you can apply for the Amazon. There are multiple e-commerce domain companies over there.
right, right.
Okay, you can apply on the same domain because you are aware about the requirement. Definitely you are getting the requirement from the VA, right? In your company right now, correct?
Yeah, right, right.
Okay, and you already have a working experience in the e-commerce domain. And once you
Yeah,
are apply for the in e-commerce domain, you already have a domain experience. You are the tech,
mm,
you already have the technical background knowledge, but
yeah.
just you have to do only one thing. You have to clear with your fundamental as in BA. On the product
Okay,
side, if you have a knowledge about it, definitely you can boom in the market because you
okay.
are the person who will get the more kind of a package because
Yeah,
you are aware about that particular thing. You already have all those things, right? The domain experience you already have. Okay,
yeah.
the technical knowledge you already have, and from our
Mm.
side, you're just getting the product knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
definitely you become a fruitful resources to every organization. Everybody wants to get it to you. And along with that, if you really want to boom, definitely
Mm-hmm.
I'm suggesting you, okay, after
Mm-hmm.
completing this particular course, just go for the certification as well. There is no need to the other, to take the other thing from outside. Okay, once you are just completing this particular course and you are eligible to go for the ECB as well. Once you get the ECBA certification,
Okay.
definitely you will get the high package. I'm just
Okay.
giving the personal suggestion to you right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, okay, you're welcome. Any question from anyone?
Sir, one
Hello.
doubt that I have.
One by one,
Uh,
please. May I name your name?
Rishi.
Rishi. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, just before this question, you gave the answer for data analyst versus business
Mm-hmm.
analyst, and in conclusion, you said that in today's time, the companies want people with high skilled employee
Mm-hmm.
credentials.
Yes,
Like
yes,
they want
yes.
somebody who is data analyst as well as business analyst. So, do you think in coming future, as we are seeing, there is a lot of uh, disruption happening in the technology? Do you think the business analyst role will exist in the market in the future, like 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line? Or
Rishi,
will that?
first of all, thank you so much for asking that kind of a question, because that's $1 million question. It's really a good question. Okay, I'm just giving an answer of that as well.
Yeah,
Once the AI is introduced in our market, okay, everybody is saying that AI will definitely get the job. I mean, those people who are not aware about this, okay, so those people are not getting a job. Those people are definitely not getting a job. Okay, those don't have an experience maybe with the AI. Okay, but it's just like a myth. And BA is a kind of a job. I can guarantee you. Okay, once you enter in this particular industry as an BA, okay, as in career, you will definitely grow it. Do you think? I mean, suppose if there is a company as in product company, okay, who is making the earbuds, okay. So in every company there is a project manager. Nowadays, people are using Scrum, so they are a product owner in the market. Okay, every product company or every service-based company, they really want a requirement from the stakeholder. Do you think is it be possible to that you are not been getting a job as in BA? Because BA is the one, okay, who act as a bridge between the dev and the stakeholder. Until and unless software company is running, no one can replace the job of an BA. I can guarantee you. Why? I'm telling you the reason behind it. Okay. I'm not saying the words in only India. Okay. I'm just telling you what is the reason behind it. Suppose if I'm just telling you that, I mean, that particular tool or that particular product, that suppose there is an AI tool which really helps you to write the user stories. Okay. And you are just giving the prompt in a very good manner. He's giving you the exact story to you, whatever your client is actually looking for. Okay. And but what is happening? Okay. He's just giving you the story according to your prompt. Along with that, okay, whatever the logical thinking is there to write the user stories, okay, it's only can be done by you. Okay. The AI will not giving you the complete user stories, okay, what is going on actually in the organization. So it's really not been possible. First of all, it's just a myth that AI will replace the people. Yes, definitely. If you are not aware about it, aware about the skills, if you are not upgrading yourselves, then definitely it will create a problem to you. Only by a man who knows the AI, the other thing as well, not AI. The other person will replace you. Only that particular person who knows about the AI, who knows about the other thing. And if you are again, just like if you have a stagnant mentality that you really don't want to upgrade, definitely then it will create a problem to you. Otherwise, if you are ready to adapt, ready to learn, ready to go beyond, definitely it doesn't create, I mean, any kind of a problem to you. And be a kind of a role, but it just like in nowadays, to be very frank, every company wants the BA first of all. If the company have, suppose if I'm just considering myself, okay, I'm considering myself that I'm working in a small organization where there are only two developers. Until and unless I'm getting the requirement from the client, what the developer will do? Is it relatable?
Hello, sir.
Right.
Right? So until and unless I'm not getting the requirement from the client side, so it's not been possible for the developer to work on. Suppose I have a small company, I have only one client. He just give me the requirement. He just want that I suppose XYZ is my company name, ABC is my client name, and I am Jay. Okay. ABC said to me that this particular requirement, I really want to build a earbuds. That particular product I really want to build, and I really want that XYZ company will make that particular product. Okay. And if I'm interacting with the client and I'm getting the requirement, and after getting the requirement from the client side, I'm just giving to my developer. Then they start working on it. Suppose if there is no BA and there is no requirement giving it to your company, so on what thing the developer will work? Am I right? I forgot that particular name of that particular person who's working as a web developer. What is your name? Is he here? Okay, no worries. So did you get my point? What I really want to say?
Yeah,
Yes.
I did get your
Okay,
point, sir.
so it's become to be very frank. So as an BA, when you're just introducing in this particular field, definitely your career will grow. First, I'm just giving you the clarity on that. Okay, I'll cover in my course, but I'm just giving the clarity over here as well because it's become very important for you guys to be very clear. Okay, before getting in this particular course, okay, it become very important for you to give you as a career path. Suppose I'm just taking an example. Okay, there is a person called A. Okay, and he don't have a knowledge about it, any knowledge about anything. He did this particular course. Okay, after that he is getting the knowledge as an BA. Okay, he can apply in a company as an BA. Okay, so definitely he will get a job as an fresher. Okay, so first the company will say that oh, you are the fresher one, so I'm just giving you the opportunity as an assistant BA. That's fine because he's a fresher, so he don't have any problem to join the organization as an assistant BA. So yes, he getting the job as an BA. But after that, what is happening with him? After that, he promote to an BA. Then BA will become the senior BA first of all. Okay, the senior BA will get the position as a lead BA. Then lead BA will get a position as an APM or APO, that is assistant product owner or the product manager. Okay. Then after that, there is a product manager. Product manager will getting in the CEO, CFO. Okay, like that. So the ladder is going on. Am I clear?
Yeah. Hello,
Yeah.
sir. I have one last question.
Yes, no worries. Ask.
Actually, I'm working with the organization from last 9 years, and I work as aftermarket service advisory analyst. Means in
Okay.
short, I have a role as a team lead. So I handle a team and achieve the daily targets as our service industry. But I don't want to continue this. Means I'm not. I don't know what is the value of it or outside that organization. What is the scope of it? So at this point, can I switch my career to BA? And if I switch, should I have to start from the zero or ground level, or my
No, ma'am.
previous consider
No. The
experience?
clear answer of your question is no, that you don't have to start from the beginning. Okay, because you already carrying your experience as an product advisor, right?
As a
You are
service
working as
in service industry,
in service industry as in.
after market service advisor analyst.
Okay. So you already have been working as in mainly the market and sales experience you already have. Okay. So the
Yes.
company will hire you as a senior BA because you already interacting with the client. And one of the major responsibility of an BA to interact with the client, to get the requirement from them. Okay. And as in market experience you already have. So you already interacting with the client on a daily basis, correct? So it's not become a difficult for you to get the requirement from the client. Okay. The company will consider you that kind of an experience, and along with the fundamental of an BA, okay, definitely you will get a job as a senior BA directly, not the fresher one.
Okay, and
Okay.
should I have to work on my soft skill as well, right? Like communication skill and
It will be really fine. I mean, if you're just doing it, I mean, it's just like a cherry on a cake.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, manual testing knowledge is mandatory for UAT, user acceptance
No, no,
testing,
no,
as
no,
a
no, no,
business
no, no,
analyst,
no, 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 no.
like smoke box and white
It's
box, this
good.
kind of it.
It's always good. Okay, when you have more knowledge about that particular thing or
Okay.
any area, but it's not the mandatory. Suppose if you have a knowledge about it, definitely it give you an extra advantage to you.
Okay.
Okay, if you are working, suppose I mean I'm considering as in QA, or I consider you as in BA. Okay, if you have a knowledge about the manual testing, if it become mandatory for you, okay, then what the work will I done?
Yeah,
There is no
right,
work
right.
for me. As in
Yeah.
QA, I have to save my job. So I'll do the test cases, I'll do the testing. Okay, rest of the thing you will do it. As in BA. So BA, you have to write the UAT, you have to do the UAT on the high level basis, not just in deep dive into it. Okay, I'll teach you
Mm-hmm.
regarding that. That's why I just made this particular course to get your fundamental concept should be very, very clear. Because
Yeah.
there are lots of person who make a mistake, okay, who are not been able to clarify that particular thing. If I have to do the UAT or if I have to do the testing, so what the QA will do?
Yeah, right.
And who will do the BA work? Because no QA is ready to do the BA work. If you are doing the QA work, then the rest of the responsibilities of an BA, who will do it? Definitely you have to do it, correct?
Correct.
So there is no mandatory to know about that manual testing and all those things. But yes, definitely I'll tell you because BA is a kind of a concept when the project will start. Okay, as I told you that I mean starting from the phase, section 5, initiation of a project. Once the project will start and until the project has been delivered, UAT is the last phase where your project has been done. After that, the project will release. Okay, and you have to provide the sign off. Then your product or the project has been released. Okay, so BA is working from the beginning till the end,
Okay.
but doesn't mean you have to work as in QA. You have to work as in developer. No. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well done. Any question from anyone?
Does
Any
it
kind of a question?
does it
Yeah.
require to build the knowledge of Tableau and Power BI?
No need, ma'am. No need, ma'am. Because I already told you, it's if you have a knowledge, okay, then it will be really fine. It's good to have, but not the mandatory one. Because these are the tool which has been used by the data analyst. And you are over here to get a job as a business analyst, not the data analyst. Okay. So it's not mandatory for you to get the knowledge about the Power BI or Tableau because these are the data visualization tool which is required for the DA, data analyst, not for BA.